Hey everybody, how you doing? It's been a minute. Wanted to record a quick little casual vlog for you guys before Hurricane Florence hits on Friday, but I think it's making landfall on the East Coast Thursday, so lots of fun for North and South Carolinians and also everybody in Virginia. Hope everybody stays safe, seriously. I mean, paying attention to the Weather Channel and just stocking up and being, ready to go with supplies and maybe even generators if you're fortunate enough, are obviously all incredibly important. I know my family and I, especially my mom and I, we've been doing supply runs with stores to get ready ahead of time for like the last 2 days, which has monopolized most of my time, so I haven't been working on figures a whole lot, or really any other form of self-development, so not a lot of productivity these last couple of days is what I was trying to say before I had a mini stroke. But yeah, so that's happening. If I go dark for a few days, it means probably lost power, but we're up in the mountains in like the Asheville areas, so it shouldn't be so bad, but we live on a huge hill, which is concerning because there's also a forest right above our house, behind our house, and we're just kind of concerned that there's potential for mudslides, which would not be okay, but we're on a, the concrete foundation that has, stood since 2005 appears to be pretty sturdy from what we've been told since we moved in, but yeah, casual vlog, not moving around a lot. What's going on? So, Star Wars The Clone Wars 10th anniversary showcases were announced. I did a whole big list photo for both it and also the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the first 10 years showcases, because basically, while I was mapping out this year and developing the roadmap, which is available to everybody on Patreon, by the way, at all times. I have to update that pretty soon. Anyway, point is, I was mapping out 2018, the rest of what I was going to be doing, and I was like, oh man, there's a huge gap in between things that I'm excited for. From July with Ant-Man and the Wasp to December with Aquaman, and so I was like, oh man, this is my opportunity to go back and make tons of figures that I've wanted to make, for a long time. And so, of course, the 10th anniversaries of the Clone Wars airing, October 10th is when it aired, 2008, and the Marvel Cinematic Universe beginning in May of 2008. These are the best two fantastic opportunities to celebrate the two series that have had the biggest impact on my life. So yeah, if you follow me over on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all those places, I of course posted the official lists for all the figures that I'm hoping to make from now until December, and it's got a lot of really cool stuff in there, like Anakin, who I've already finished, by the way. The entire figure, aside from the lightsaber, is already done, and I'm moving on to Obi-Wan and Ahsoka very soon, and those will be ready in time for the October 10th celebratory showcase, probably even before then. And also, I already did start on the Iron Man Mark 1, which I did. This is not focusing at all. I need to actually there we go, there he is. I posted the first preview of this guy over on Instagram and Twitter and all those places, and also for Anakin. So if you want to keep up with the progress on all those, of course I post all the progress over on Patreon for those of you guys who are really interested, and then also the previews afterwards and all that good stuff that you guys are probably already aware of. But yeah, hurricanes. I mean, I did take some pictures of all the stuff that I have in this house, which is only a fragment of my entire collection, but at least I have some general pictures of stuff in case things hit the fan. I do have my figures in cases ready. I mean, honestly, there's a bin in my room. I would probably just run and God forbid it gets that bad, just grab all of my favorite figures and just toss them in a bin and run and fix them later if there are any fragile elements on those figures, which there are on a few of them. But yeah, so what else? I got a list. I'm actually prepared with notes this time. So the videos that I'm going to be doing, I'm thinking tomorrow or today, when this vlog is going up for you guys over on MGF Extra here, thinking about continuing the Infinity War comparison series, because I do want to wrap that up, but I don't think you guys would be interested in another 2 or 3 episodes, which is what I was initially considering, at first, because I'm not initially considering, I was doing it by 3s, but then I kind of slowed down and stopped for a while, and now I think if I do continue the Infinity War comparison series, in 3s, like I did all this time, I think I would still have 2 or 3 videos left, and I don't think you guys would really want to stick around for all of those, or at least the majority of people. I think you guys over here on MGF Extra would, but yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking I'll just do them. I'll put all the rest of the figures in one big video and wrap it up and move on from there. But yeah, so that's something I might do tomorrow. Just have a video to go up while I'm in the middle of a hurricane. And then also I did just do my first top 10 video, which is kind of funny because after I looked at that list, finally, like when I finished the video, there were figures that I just left off. Like I think I probably would have included Venom somewhere on there, and he just wasn't even mentioned in the video. And you know, I thought I put a lot more time and effort. I did put a lot of time and effort into the video, and I really did think it through. It's just, man, when I started to read the comments, I was like, yeah, you guys are right. Why did I not think of this? I made these figures. Like, why did I not include Venom? Why did I not include Ant-Man or the Wasp? Why is Iron Man and the Iron Spider suit, you know, placed in, like, I think it was like number 5 or number 6, when they probably should have been further ahead. I don't know. I feel like I would already be ready to redo that top 10 list. I'll try to do better with the top 10 worst figures list, which should be a fun video. What's next on the list here? And SpiderMan PS4 dropped September 7th. And my God, I'm an Xbox kid. I've been an Xbox kid since 2010 for Halo. And because all of my friends all had Xboxes for Halo, and we just proceeded to continue to buy the Xbox One in 2014, especially for me. I held off for a year and didn't get a Xbox One until the Master Chief Collection dropped, and oh boy, what a disaster that was. So I've been happily playing on the Xbox One since 2014, and you know, missing out on titles like The Last of Us and Uncharted 4, yeah, it hurt, you know, not being able to play those games for myself and watching walkthroughs, but I still really enjoyed the story, and you know, at least I can still get I was still really able to appreciate the narrative those games brought to the table, but man, SpiderMan PS4 just looks like a game you have to experience for yourself. I mean, it looks like GTA, but Spider-Man edition. I mean, it's just the open world of New York and how expansive the entire game is. It's insane. What you guys over with your PS4s are experiencing right now. What an incredible game. I mean, just truly the ultimate Spider-Man game. I mean, all the villains, all the main story, which I have since stopped watching. At first I was like, you know, I'll watch a walkthrough. It's fine, you know, another exclusive PS4 title. But man, the more I watched the walkthrough, the more I saw of the game and all the, you know, Easter eggs and fun, you know, things to do in the open world city of Manhattan. I was like, no, man, I think this is a game I'm going to want to play for myself. And if it's not now, you know, if it's not next week or next month or the month after, that's still something I want to hold off on, because, you know, the Master Chief Collection is what pushed me over the edge to finally get an Xbox One back then, and now I feel like Spider-Man PS4 has pushed me over the edge to finally invest in a PS4. But I you know, now with, you know, responsibilities, there are things that I have to invest in first, you know, prior to, you know, dropping that. I think it's going to be like $400 or something to get the full package with the PS4 if I don't get it used off of like Craigslist or something, where even if I did locally, I think I would only save like $50. But point is, it does not feel right to get a PS4 right now, but in the future, absolutely, this is the title that has pushed me over the edge and has convinced me to finally have both consoles. But hope you guys are having fun. That game looks incredible. Yeah, so anyway, what else happened? Captain Marvel had some pictures of that dropped. Looks amazing. Set in the 90s, of course. De-aged Nick Fury. The suit looks incredible. You know, exactly how we saw it in the Avengers 4 promo art, just obviously in crystal clear HD quality with the full vibrancy of all the colors of the suit. Brie Larson looking fantastic in it. And you have the Star Force, Korath, and Ronan obviously being a part of it in the 90s. Really interesting. Ronan with, you know, Lee Pace without the black war paint. He doesn't look as intimidating. And I'm still looking forward to seeing what he was doing prior to becoming the Kree radical that we see him as in Guardians of the Galaxy. So that looks incredible. To address some questions that came up, for those of you who are interested in the topic, how I'll be making, what Captain Marvel figures I'll be making next year. I mean, I don't see myself making a lot of the characters, personally, But I think I'm going to do exactly what I did with Black Panther this year, but for Captain Marvel. So if you remember with Infinity War, I made Black Panther for Infinity War, and because Black Panther was coming out, a month or 2 months prior to Infinity War, I just stopped and did a quick showcase for just him and kept going. And I plan on doing the exact same thing for Captain Marvel next year. And then, of course, with Black Panther came the promise of, if I really find myself connecting to some of the characters in the movie after Infinity War, I was going to go back and make additional minifigures, which is what I did with Killmonger, who wound up being one of my favorite figures I have ever made. I mean, I still look at the paint job on this figure, and it is everything that I wanted it to be. So, who knows? I might do the same thing for Captain Marvel. Maybe I'll make Marvel, DH, Nick Fury, Coulson, whoever. It should be pretty great, man. That's all for next year, though. Got to get through this year, though, first, with all these Clone Wars figures. And by the way, I'm going to be collaborating with Andrew over AV Figures for a bunch of them, and that should be great. And also the MCU figures. And I'm so excited to make some of the MCU figures. Finally making, the original Avengers team in their original costumes to the best of my ability, and not just little pieces of turds that, that I made back in 2012 when I was first developing as a customizer for the, those first. I was like, what? I started in 2009, so, I was a good few years in at that point, but I still was not good at painting in 2012, so I'm looking forward to that. Lots of flash cowls to be had with the Captain America figures that I have planned. I'm also doing the stealth suit and the World War II suit. So excited to be making full-blown Captain America figures again. It's been too long, Of course, with Infinity War, he just didn't have the cowl, so I just kind of it didn't feel like a true Captain America figure for Infinity War. It just, it was Nomad, right? So I'm excited for that. But I still love how that Captain America turned out for Infinity War. I'm still so proud of that face. It's been so long since I painted a face, by the way. The last face that I painted was actually for Captain America for Infinity War, and that was in like January. So, man, it's been a while. That's going to change very soon, though, with Ahsoka Tano and a bunch of the MCU figures. So, should be great. Otherwise, I don't know. What else is going on? Oh, yeah, Iron Fist Season 2 is a thing that happened. And it was... I'm out of focus. Come on, man. Work with me, Canon ADD. Iron Fist Season 2 came out. It was shorter, 10 episodes, and basically fully delved into the two antagonists that we saw, become antagonists at the end of the first season. And it's definitely a lot better than the first season. I personally didn't have too many issues with the first season. Like, it didn't bother me nearly as much as most people. I mean, granted, it wasn't mind-blowing by any stretch, but I mean, for the first season of Danny Rand's story, I was entertained mostly. But the shorter length, being only 10 episodes, made the story much tighter, much more concise, and much, it was just straight to the point. Really enjoyed everything, all the new reveals of the mythology of the Iron Fist and Kunlun, and also, the developments that came toward the end. I won't spoil anything, but everything they're setting up for the future was very intriguing and very exciting for some of the other characters, and I especially loved Alice Eve's part. She played, what was her name? Mary. A very interesting character that I personally have not seen a lot in the media that I have personally consumed. A lot of the movies and shows that I've seen have not featured characters quite like that. And I'm not going to spoil it for those of you guys who want to see Iron Fist Season 2, but Alice Eve has a very, very interesting character who was super cool the entire time, and very unpredictable as a result of, that character's story. So, yeah, man. Other than that, I think that is it. Got a brand new order of Cape Madness fabric sitting on my desk here that I'm about to bust open so I can get started on Ewan McGregor here, and it should be pretty great. Otherwise, that is it. Going to continue getting ready for the hurricane tomorrow, and yeah, should be interesting. Stay safe, everybody. Thanks for sticking around. It's been, 15 minutes of me rambling? But I know you guys over here on MGFX should really somehow appreciate me just talking about random stuff like this. So, hey, thanks again. Other than that, though, yeah, I'm gonna go. I feel like I'm really dragging this on because I feel like I have something else to add, but I don't. So, bye.